combs the grass like roughened fur and flies right fast sermons on open skin. Postcards say paradise, Palm River bird, but something underneath won't let me in. Numbers on a page keep perfect time. Professors sip their coffee, talk of lines, while someone's child is learning how to hide from footsteps that don't sound like mine. In the tall reeds, the beaters move like weather. White dust lifting where the ibises rise. If history is ink, then why do I still taste iron when I close my eyes? I'm split down the middle, stitched with two flags, two lullabies fighting in my throat. One says remember, one says behave, and both of them pull when I try to float. Tell me how to live with a borrowed tongue, singing over sirens, over the wrongs. Tell me who I am when I'm made of the blood. It's running in the blood that comes. They call it law when the lion takes the calf, call it nature when the river takes the road. Do we stand upright, we pray, we laugh, and learn new ways to make a body cold? Courage is a word we dress in the meadows, hang it like a halo on a gun. Peace is what the contracts promised after everybody's been undone. The colonel word keeps marching through the quiet, no anthem, no opinion, no remorse. He doesn't need a cause to feed his army, he just arrives, of course. I'm split down the middle, stitched with two flags, two lullabies fighting in my throat. One says remember, one says behave, and both of them pull when I try to float. Tell me how to live with a borrowed tongue, singing over sirens, over the wrongs. Tell me who I am when I'm made of the blood that's running. How do I watch the smoke and not become it? How do I turn away and still exist? I'm split down the middle, stitched with two flags, and neither one will set me free. So I'll name what happened, I'll vote it up, let the truth look back at me. If love is a wound, let it stay awake. Not a headline, not a shrug. I can't be cool and her face is scarred. I can't go on untugged. The wind keeps moving through the tawny grass, and my voice keeps asking as it runs, where do I turn when I'm made of the blood? And the blood, and the blood of both. A hot wind combs the grass. A hot wind combs the grass, the hot wind combs. A hot wind combs the grass, a hot wind combs the grass, the hot wind combs. A hot wind combs. A hot wind combs the grass, the hot wind combs, the hot wind combs. Hot wind combs the grass, the hot wind combs, the hot wind combs. A hot wind combs the hot wind combs, the hot wind combs, the hot wind combs. A hot wind combs. A hot wind combs. Let's wander these half-forgotten lanes where the twilight sprawls like a forgotten patient. Murmurs from cheap motels and oyster bars, leading us to questions we dare not name. Fog curls like a cat against the glass, licking shadows in the autumn haze. Time stretches out endless and sly, for masks we wear and choices we delay. Do I dare to break the spell in rooms where voices drift like distant bells? Women whisper a forgotten art, while I measure life in fragile starts. Indecisions pile like unread mail, visions flicker, revisions fail. Before the toast, before the tea, what universe waits for you and me? I've known the stairs that pin me down, formulas etched in judgmental frowns, bald truths hidden under morning coats, thin limbs betrayed by simple notes. Lonely figures lead from window frays, smoke rising from their silent games. I could be clothes on ocean floors, scuttling secrets, nothing more. Afternoon slumbers smoothed by weary hands, after cakes and crises unplanned. I've seen my peak in fleeting light, the doorman smirks holding back the night. Would it matter after all the spreads, marmalade moments, porcelain voices drift like distant bells. Women whisper a forgotten art. While I measure life in fragile stars, indecisions pile like unread mail. Visions flicker, revisions fail before the toast, before the tea. What universe waits for you and me? Eyes echoes, trousers cuffed and neat, parting waves where silence never meet. Lingering is still chambers deep, still voices call, and we slept to sleep. Every step away felt like a map redrawn, borders carved deep in the skin we share. Lovers before you tied knots in the dawn, pull tight under flashing storm glare. Hold me now like theft never claimed our ground, like questions of bloodlines faded to mist. I'll flood these divides, let the waters surround, recall every syllable, every twist. Imagine our hands free from old chains' grip, no echoes of raids in the quiet rebuild. We'll rewrite the soil where the rebirth slip, through fields that history never tilled. In this current, no walls to breach or mend, just the pull of the tide drawing us in. Forgotten exile starting again, where the sea meets the shore, and we begin. Holy night, thick night, claimed our ground, like questions of bloodlines faded to mist. I've let these dim minds let the waters surround, recall every syllable, every like the ocean's line, murmuring your name. We've crossed the raging seas, the storm's fury now behind. The horizon gleams with gold, the victory we chased and find. Crowds gather on the docks, their cheers like thunder roll. But in the quiet hold below, silence claims its toll. Rise, my guiding star, hear the distant calls. Flags wave in the wind, bouquets line the halls. But your eyes are closed in eternal repose. The prize is ours, yet the cost only heaven knows. Oh, the bleeding tide, the crimson on the tide. You've led us home, but left us hollow inside. I kneel beside your form in the dim light of the dawn, whispering ancient tales of journeys yet to be drawn. The crew salutes the mast, bells toll victory's name. But your hand is cold in mine, and nothing feels the same. A sister lost at sea, a brother turned to stone. In this modern odyssey, where victors all alone. Exalt, O wandering winds, ring out your joyful cry. But I'll place these wooden planks under the morning sky. Dream of revival, the hope that stayed in fast. Your legacy sails on, but the presence overcast. Rise, my guiding star, hear the distant calls. Flags wave in the wind, bouquets line the halls. When your eyes are closed in eternal repose, the prize is ours, yet the cost only heaven knows. Oh, the bleeding tide, the crimson on the tide. Your blood is hard, but left us hollow inside. The ship anchors safe, but the heart's story's told. I follow the heat like a rumor on the air. I met a stranger at the edge of nowhere. Skin like sun-baked paper, eyes like mica stone. She said, I've seen a crown with no head to wear it, a throne with no cord, and a name carved alone. Her voice was low as a buried river. She traced the horizon with a shaking hand, as if the land itself could still remember the weight of a tyrant sinking into sand. And I thought of all the portraits we polish and defend, while time keeps quiet receipts we never get to amend. So lay your your gold on the table, let it ring and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, it just takes what it can. It will swallow every anthem, every flag you plant. Say, look at what I made. Say it louder if you must. But the loudest thing out here is the turning into dust. We walked till the sky turned thin as a warning. And there it was, two pillars trying to stand. Legs without a body, posed like they were guarding an empty blue where a kingdom used to land. The face in the grid, half capped, half forgotten. A curled lip frozen at command. The kind of mouth that never learned to soften. The kind of lies that never asked to understand. I read a rage in a chiseled teeth and brow, like someone tried to make forever and failed somehow. So lay your gold on the table, let it ring and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, it just takes what it can. It will swallow every anthem, every flag you plant. Say, look at what I made. Say it louder if you must. But the loudest thing out here is the turning into dust. On a cracked base, let us help and earth like a dam that couldn't feel the years. King of kings, as if the world would serve as if fear could outlive fear. I touched the stone, it stayed indifferent, cold as a verdict, clean as a lie. And it might just something went quiet, the way a siren does when no one's left to die. Back in the city, screens glow like altars. We trade our days for a brighter proof. Names get stitched into digital marble. Our love thins out under rented roofs. And I think a lot stays in the open silence, and how the sand kept moving on. Not cruel, not kind, just faithful to what remains when the praise is born. So lay your gold on the table, let it ring and roll. Build your towers like prayers you can't control. 'Cause the desert doesn't bow, rosebuds while you can, while morning's on your skin. 'Cause petals laugh in golden hands, then fall with evening wind. The flowers smiling here today will fade before tomorrow. So hold the light, don't look away. Don't trade your now for sorrow. Oh, time won't wait, he never will. He slips through open doors, and every breath is standing still on borrowed, shining shores. So don't be coy, come close to me. Use up your wild, sweet hours. Love like a fire, you're meant to feed before the dark devours. And if you lose your once bright prime, you may forever tarry. So take my hand, don't waste your time while you may go marry. The glorious lamp of heaven climbs a slow and burning sun. The higher up it lifts its eyes, the sooner it is done. And when it leans to meet the west, the day turns thin and tender. So let our hearts be brave and just before the light surrender. Though time won't wait, he never will. He writes in vanishing ink, and every chance is great. Good bold a moment that you bring. So don't be coy, come close to me. Use up your wild, sweet hours. Love like a fire, you're meant to feed before the dark devours. rivers drift on silver currents. Past the clouds, a clever dance. Falling lights with hidden yearning. Paint the night a cosmic trance. Across the wide and boundless dark, a river flows, a silver gleam, a silent aching fragile mark between the waking and the dream. We wait beneath this ancient sky for moments we can call on. Then a breath of autumn sighs, a chill upon the air, a golden whisper in the breeze, a promise we can share for one brief night. The heavens turn to a line for us alone, a single precious faded hour on stardust softly sown. And in that one celestial meeting, more precious than 1,000 dawns, our spirits find their truest greeting beyond the touch of earthly lawns. For tender hugs, like flowing streams, find deeper currents, wild and free. And if our love just sets all dreams, what need is there for days a day for you and me? The starlight weaves a silver thread across the chasm vast and deep, a whispered vow, a word unsaid, secrets that the cosmos keep. This fragile bridge, a transient gleam, born of a hope that never dies, a moment held within a dream, reflected in a longing eyes. The world below may sleep and spin, unknowing that the magic here, as the moon begins to fade, a chill cry in the air, a golden whisper in the breeze, a moment we must share. For one brief night, the heavens turn to light for us alone, to sing my precious faded hour on stardust softly sown. And in that one celestial meeting, more precious than 1,000 days. and me. We watch the silver pathway fade, reluctant steps, a heavy heart. This woven bridge, a memory made. Tears fall as we are forced to part, to look upon our fading way, where starlight melts into the dawn, to know our souls will wait and pray unto the next star-faded morn. This yearning deep, a cosmic ache, a love that spans eternity. Oh, and one celestial meeting, more precious than 1,000 dollars. Our spirits find their truest greeting beyond the touch of earthly light. One brief night, the heavens turn to a From the charged veil of twilight, she emerges like a secret flame. Thunder's heartbeat echoes, pulling me into the storm's wild game. My pulse races with the downpour, a mix of bliss and hidden ache, as we collide in the deluge, where the heavens start to break. The storm adores you, tracing paths on your skin so fine, drops weaving through your laughter in this electric shrine. Lightning dances in your gaze, a fire I can't contain, and wonder if the chaos hides in the quiet of your veins. Your touch ignites the shadows, more fierce than any scythe bolt strike. Warm currents flow between us in the rhythm of the night. Arms entwined like vines in fury, your breath a rumbling sigh. I taste the power in your whisper as the tempests multiply. Then you slip away like mist, leaving echoes in the calm. The world hushes to a murmur, but the question lingers on. Is there serenity inside you, notching the dark soft glow, or does the whirlwind linger in the depths we both know?
Unbraided. 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 Unbraided.
circles low over the river's edge, where the hungry beast waits in the mud. One careless step and it's carried away, lost to the sky, just bones in the flood. Pink feathers sliced through the thick green haze, long limbs stretching like branches in breeze. The water chuckles, the secret it keeps, putting sleepy creatures at ease. Oh, come with me, leave that voice behind. Don't trade your wild pulse for chains that bind. We'll chase the sunsets, breathe the brewing air, feel the ground shake with every step we dare. I give up the rhythm in your veins for words that steal the fire from the rays. In this burst of life, raw and alive, I found you there, skin like midnight bark, years tuned to promises wrapped in a light, a stranger's tale from a distant spark. But listen closer to the wind's soft call, the lake's slow hum, the forest's endless song. Don't let those pages pull you under, when joy gets labeled wrong. Imagine poems painted in the sky, laughter rising like steam from the soil. Your feet freedom with the earth's own beat. No rules to clip your coil. Come with me, leave that voice behind. Don't trade your wild pulse for chains that bind. We'll chase the sunsets, breathe the blooming air, feel the ground shake with every step we dare. I give up the rhythm in your veins for words that steal the fire from the rays. Summer fades, what the choice remains. Hold the colors, keep the flames. We walk on starry fields of white and never see the daisies. For mercy sitting in our sight, we rarely turn to praises. We ache for one supreme delight, to crown our days with splendor, and miss the quiet every day of pleasure sweet and tender. Our worries crowd the doorway in, they steal the light from morning, while small joys hum beneath our skin, so shy they give no warning. So let it rise, this gratitude, like candlelight in shadow, a simple song, a kinder mood that softens every battle. We'll lift our voices while we can, while living hearts can hear us, and thank the love that labors close, the blessing always near us. There's not a day in all the year but hides a small reminder, and when we turn and look back clear, the lost joy shine the kinder. Blessings are like friends I've learned, who stay and work beside us. So I wait for the closing scene to say what lives inside us. Some gifts arrive as heavy rain and coats of fear and trouble, but far-seeing souls will call their names and know the mask is double. So let it rise, this gratitude, like candlelight in shadow, a simple song, a kinder mood that softens every battle. We'll lift our voices while we can, while living hearts can hear us, and thank the love that labors close, the blessing always near us. I can't thank my God for sorrow, or find the joy without alloy, a thread of gold in every tomorrow, a steadier soul, the deeper joy. So make the moments notes of thanks, let our words become a hymn, a silent phrase of music left until the daylight dims. So let it rise, this gratitude, a grand, slow burning chorus. It swells and goes through all our days and gathers up before us. So we'll lift our voices while we can, while the hearts can hear us, and turn this life to thanksgiving with every breath that's in us. We walk on starry fields of white, and now we see. We walk on starry fields of white, and now we When the world turns its face away and fortune passes by, I sit alone with every doubt I can't outrun inside. I hear my prayers fall to the floor like echoes with no sound. I look at who I'm supposed to be and feel so far from now. I measure myself against their lives, their grace, their open hands. I want their courage, want their ease, don't understand who I am. What once was joy feels thin and small when shame is speaking loud. I almost disappear in everything I'm not, but in that quiet breaking space, your name comes softly through. And then I remember you, something in me lifts like a bird learning how to breathe above the heaviness. Your love reminds my heart what riches really mean. I wouldn't trade this fragile life, not even to be queen. The ground I stood on felt so cold, like winter in my veins. But one thought of your tenderness and I rise again. It doesn't change the world outside, but changes how I stand. I'm no longer begging heaven to make me someone else. 'Cause when I remember you, the sky comes back to me. I rise above the voice that says I'm less than I should be. Your love is more than enough, more than I ever dreamed. I wouldn't trade this broken road, not even for their crowns. Let them keep their golden glory, let them shine where I can't see. I have something they can't measure. You believe in me. And when the night returns again, I know what still is true. No matter how the world may turn, I am rich when I remember you. Ooh, street lamp humming in a winter key. Ooh, hold my breath, hold my name. I will back the maples bow like they're apologizing. Cold palm on the spine out a whole cul-de-sac. Yellow leaves sleek as warnings on the black bark, and the air goes quiet like it's practicing to vanish. We drag the barrels to the curb, metal wheels on concrete. Suburban thunder, little storm we can control. You point up like you're teaching me to be less afraid. I point up like I'm trying to remember I exist. You say we keep naming the same three stars, like routine is a kind of surrender. And I laugh, but it lands in my chest, a soft alarm. We're not decoration, we're not background noise. We're borrowed atoms making choices. Call it Antlia, call it Lara. Anything new, anything true. If we're burning out, let's burn into meaning. Turn the ordinary into a beacon. Let them look up and see us, still insisting, still here. In the kitchen window, my reflection looks weathered, a small museum of all moves and not quite. Some days I'm a house full of spiders and patience, threading thin hopes from room to room at midnight. I scroll past fires, past water lines, past headlines. My mouth tastes like pennies and distant dust, and I wanna stop calling it too big to touch, when my hands are right here, when your hands are right here. Teach me the constellations we've been ignoring, not just the lion, not just the easy story. Give me Draco, give me Hydra, give me the names for stay. Weather decoration with no background noise, the borrowed atoms making choices. Call it Antlia, call it Lyra, anything new, anything true. If we're burning out this bird, it's a meaning. Turn the ordinary into a beacon. Let them look up and see us, still insisting, still here. No, not to the slow flood in the living room. No, not to the polite collapse we call the way it goes. Let our bodies be the bargaining, let our voices be the scaffolding, for the ones with lungs full of smoke, for the ones with sand in their prose. I want a clean sky over every porch, I want tomorrow to have a pulse. So if fear comes knocking, we answer with both feet on the ground.